Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to part 3 of DSP's Worst Gaming Moments of 2023. Now, a few days has gone into this, and we sort of talked a bit about how DSP's sickness and that it sort of rubbed off on me just a little bit, only because I've kind of like been a little bit crappy for the last couple of days. So all I can really say to that is, let's keep going, because, like I said before, you got to keep going, and you can't really stop for petty things and all that. So here we go. The dent cord is leaking. This isn't stuff about his plumbing situation again, is it? Memology. Who is Agent Proper? Discord, DSP Discord leaks. Uh-oh. Remember, he turned down my offer to send him the mobile game screenshots of bank.
From my perspective, what really happened that summer. I'll
tell you. Here's something very easy, very simple, very simple. You have my email, and this is a small ask. It's also a big ask. You can say whatever you want. Will you? And you can say no, and I'm totally fine with this. But just confidentially between us, will you send me a screenshot of your account, of your WWE account? And just so I personally, I will not share your name to anybody, but just between us.
Man, I have to think about
and vouch for you.
I would put out.
Yeah, and I will vouch for you either way.
I have to think about what kind of risk that. I don't want to say. Here's the thing, I'll consider it, but I can't agree to it yet. I have to see what's the risk.
Buy it,
you know.
And once again, there's an easy out here, Phil. I'm offering you the easy out. All you got to do is just take a quick screenshot. You can email it to me. It's done. We all move on. The detractors move on, and everybody goes, okay, you know what? You know, and we all move on. That's it. It's very simple, man. And we want to make this happen. Like I want you to be able to move on from it. I want the detractors to be able to move on from it. I want the internet to move on from it. I want all the WWE content to be done. Like it's there, man. It's there. Like, let's make this happen. Like, and then we all move on, and we can start talking about other things.
Okay, like I said, I'll think about it. I got to see how I can do it, and
So
again, what
thing,
liability.
the only thing I can think about possibly adding to this is that we all know the story about Phil's chronic addiction to WWE champions, and the fact that it's pretty much out there exactly how much he spent on that game. It's like at least $100,000 to my knowledge. But something that I don't quite have further thought to put in when it comes to like just moving on from this is that why doesn't Phil just want to just... Well, we sort of also know why that is because it leads into further speculations as to why Phil was so adamant about keeping all of this quiet anyway, because he knows that's the only reason why he will beg for money. It's literally just to go to this game. And I know that, again, it's very hard to say, even at this stage, that Phil doesn't have an addiction, because he clearly does. But... Is he anxious? Is he nervous about like asking for help or something? Like, what is the real deal behind it?
I'm not going to 100% agree to it, but I'm very strongly considering doing it.
Let's see if we can do it before the end of the stream. We have a captive audience here. They want to know, right?
Oh, no, hold on. I told you I'm not even doing anything with my phone or anything on the stream. I'm definitely not doing it today on the stream.
Okay.
It's just, you got to understand there's liability here. This is not just a discussion for me either. I'm talking to my wife, everything here. Because if this account gets out, that's a lot of stuff that now can be compromised.
It's been really quiet today. Sorry, I've been supposed to say that.
What the what? Tip me $1 saying, I'm a big fan of your content. I feel like you're my only friend. Well, just so you know, to clarify, I'm not your personal friend. I don't know who you are. However, I understand that some people may feel like they have a connection to me via a kinship as gamers or as people, because I share stuff with you guys every day and you know about the stuff I go through. Maybe you find a little bit of kind of association with that. Maybe you've been through some of that stuff yourself, and I appreciate the support and I appreciate the sentiment. However, understand I'm not really your close friend. That's not a good thing to say.
Jeez, Phil, what was Phil? Hang on, can we do that again? Phil, what was that? I mean, yes, I know where it's coming from, but he said it in the most, like, oh god.
Because I share stuff with you guys every day and you know about the stuff I go through. Maybe you find a little bit of kind of association with that. Maybe you've been through some of that stuff yourself, and I appreciate the support and I appreciate the sentiment. However, understand I'm not really your close friend. That's not a good thing to say.
It's not that Phil's not right when he said that, but it's just the way he put it. He put it in such a callous, like, not a very nice and engaged. Not he didn't say it in a particularly nice way. I think that's the right way to put it.
Let's be realistic here.
Yeah, I'll be realistic, Phil, is that if you talk to everybody like this, I'm surprised you've got any friends left. Anyway. Well, that was really disappointing. About 70% of attendees of that Amnesia stream were trolls or restreamer. Hard to really convo the lowest support of a stream all year. Seems I was duped with this one. I generally, for positive views, wanted it. It seems for horror games in general, the actual viewers like to watch more things, and worse than power, which leaves toxic challenge to rise up. Game was still good to watch. Got 5 troll tips that were all charged back and nobody was really talking much about the game in chat. And then the crazy low support. I could have played this offline by myself. It just sounds like it's so fixated on just...
I'll say this up front. I am happy enough just to have people on the stream hanging out with me. You know, I don't do this for money. Even though it is my job, I really don't do this for money. I make gameplay videos on YouTube.
God. Hang on. He doesn't do it. So he doesn't do it for money, but he admits that it's his job. Phil, you're not fooling us, guys. Phil, come on now. Be real. We know fine well, again, putting the whole thing about, the inertia of a job aside, just, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just don't. It's not really a skill to beg for money. That's where you're going wrong, Phil.
YouTube for 2.5 years before I was ever monetizing them to make any money. I would continue to stream at some capacity, even if I couldn't do this for a job anymore. I would want to keep doing it in some way because I absolutely love doing this. I want you guys to understand that when you come to my streams, it is not mandatory that you contribute, nor is it expected. It's something that I feel is going above and beyond being a standard stream viewer to just come by and support in some way. And I'm incredibly grateful for those of you who do support the streams in other ways than just watching. Okay, thank you in advance to anyone who's even planning on dropping a single penny here today, because I understand that this is your hard-earned money and you love what I do, and you're basically saying I want it to continue. But do not feel pressured. Do not feel like you're the odd man or woman out if you cannot contribute. That is not what this is all about at all. Never has been, never will be. Okay? Excuse me.
Okay. You get the impression that if Phil really means that, but the problem is, Phil, is that you've got to practice this. If you generally are going to say that it's not down to your viewers to fund your lifestyle, then you've got to stick to that rule. You can't just pussy out of it and say that, please give me some money. Because again, if you're monetizing this stuff on YouTube anyway, but there you are. It's just, you gotta know what you gotta do. Lol, what is everyone's thought about the LTG situation? I would have updated on the podcast tomorrow. LTG. Rest in peace, LTG. I wasn't expecting a response when I talked about this stream. He went on an unhinged, assault-laden rant against me for no reason. He didn't have a context for what I said, and now he's going to eat shit for it.
Into his fucking vortex of drama.
Now we know
a couple of
he fabricates the drama on purpose and even tells his friends.
times now. And I don't understand why, All right, I don't really care. All right, you guys know me. Again, I'm not into this shit. All right, I'm the last person to try to get wrapped up in any kind of drama on purpose. I just try to do my own thing. My ideal scenario would be to be able to do fun streams with you guys every day, have no drama involved, make a living doing it, and we all have a good time together. That's all I ever care about. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to blow up in notoriety. I don't want to be involved in drama and go viral. I don't care about any of that shit at all. Okay? Number two.
Let's go for the rest of this. He has to learn who Phil is. Somehow the trolls is a part of Phil, and it's unfortunate, but it's true. So, yeah. I'm sort of waiting for the moment where there's a twist in this somewhere.
Number two, what they don't realize, which I've talked about before, is that they don't even like each other. There's people who sit in their Discord channels and actually tell me about what they're talking about. Like, if they're planning to do something, I know about it ahead of time because people tell me. I don't ask about it. I literally don't even know who these people are. But I'll get emails and messages saying, hey, Phil, just so you know, this idiot is doing this. And just to, prepare yourself because they might try to derail your stream or there might be something going on with, this or that behind the scenes. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me. I don't care about it. I don't follow it. It's good to have the heads up.
DSP cult leader.
So what they don't even know is that I know who they all are. All right. And they consistently get banned and come back and get banned and come back for various different reasons. Like I said, sometimes they try these drama efforts and things and it doesn't work. So they get banned and they come back with another account.
As an expert in WWE champions, for real, if this account was really me, I would have long ago paid for another legit account they sold online or paid another player. Okay, blah. That's completely valid, but I do feel like part of the spot like that in front of everyone, and you actually tried sending someone to them. I really do wonder what people would be saying now, other than he didn't show Craig because he knows he's guilty. Not everyone would believe it in either way, but I really do still speculate on how it could have gone. Yeah, it's hard to imagine anyone ever being satisfied, even if they had to show it there and then. It would have 100% gone badly no matter what I did. This guy had it out for me from the start. Okay, really? Why does he have it in for you, Phil? There's no way to prove an account. He turned that down because he agreed with Keen, saying that the time you had to send it passed and it would no longer be valid, which in all honesty, that does hurt the credibility. But overall, the side-scrollers just want the popularity that comes with hating on you because they are money-hungry after tasting it when you joined. Here's what Phil had to say. There would have been no credibility either way. It could have easily been written off as a photoshopped or not. Enough proof it didn't link with my real accounts, i.e. my Apple ID or Game Center account. The entire thing was a setup and it was never going to be taken seriously, but it was impossible to tell that at the time. The way I see the situation is that you're right, but let's say you had made a burner account and it had no stats or whatever. Despite you saying you played the game before, it wouldn't make sense. If you showed them the real account, then it would have since been established regardless of what it proves. It would have been a bit harder to refute it. But that comes from a lot of baggage. It's so hard. So Phil's just more concerned about, well, he already goes back on his word and say he plays it anyway, and he's trying to make up things about like burner accounts and stuff like that. Phil, where do you think this is going to lead you?
Fucking take back what they took from you and just fucking lean into that, dude. Fuck them. Just do what you want to do. Do you, man. But like the best thing to do is be honest and own up to whatever, right? So if you truly you said multiple times you don't know what you could do. I think Craig has given you a good out. If you want to use it, like I understand you got to like think about it. That's fine.
Yeah. Again, we didn't even get into the identity theft stuff of what's happened to me, and that that's why I'm so afraid. It almost ruined me, and that's what I mean. Even doing this is a risk. Let me ask you a question, because This is interesting. Let's say, you know, the screenshot, I send you a screenshot, you see it. Okay, this is his account. This is, you know, this is not, what he said was true. So then how did that happen? How did they make this bank? How did they do that? I don't know how they did it. I wish I knew. Just like like you just mentioned, the Discord chat and stuff. I don't know how they did that. I have no idea. I guess I'm stupid. I'm a dinosaur, right? Like, I don't understand how they faked all that stuff. I really have no clue. And people say, well, how could they have done it? It's like they took advantage because I don't know. I don't know about Discord enough to answer how they could fake those logs. How do you fake a bank account? Or is it a real bank account that they somehow had access and found one that's close to it? I don't know. How could that
do you think?
Well, everyone, DSP Gaming has now 2 copyright strikes for the Eminem song that's not even in the videos. I have to delete all podcasts in the archive Okay, does it really? There's not even a guarantee this will prevent anything, but I have to try it. I might need your help, as when I come back Thursday, I might have to temporarily stream on Twitch, and then I might have to look for other alternatives, even until I can somehow get the YouTube thing cleared up, even if I can. Right, so he has to, like... Yeah, he immediately has to get rid of his archive, his streams. That's very convenient. Can you even get copyright strikes for Eminem stuff? I know that Jay-Z's a bit tight about that sort of thing, but Eminem, which song was it? Look, man, I know they screwed you over, but just stay on Twitch. We can mod for you over there, and it may not get better. At least you wouldn't have to start from scratch. It's worse on Twitch. Well, it is kind of worse on Twitch, but that does not mean you can make it worse, Phil. That's the thing. I actually, to be honest, I want to engage with you guys just 1 second. I know that some platforms have like bad reputations and stuff like that. Twitch has quite a lot of things that are just sort of, it's basically a free-for-all. But you know what? It doesn't mean you have to join in. It means why can't you just, you know, be yourself and, you know, just not fall into fads or trends and just, you know, play your ass off and stuff like that. Why not just enjoy yourself and just, you want to talk about, you know, just refuse to discuss the matter is what I would put. Thanks, I hope others will feel the same. Meanwhile, why is Phil crying? Okay, so I imagine that's probably going to be like it for now. So I'm going to just say that the most interesting part about this is the fact that Phil seems to have just conveniently managed to get away from all of any stigmata that just sticks with you by just thinking that you can just get rid of any real evidence and and all that comes with. But I am also pretty aware of the fact that, well, it's just Phil doesn't want to accept that, you know, we know fine well that he's completely out of his mind, and I think the only person who wants to believe that he isn't is Phil himself. And that's kind of sad, really. It's really, really sad, because think how much it would have helped out Phil if he was just upfront, honest, and he could have solved a lot of this sooner. But no, he just has to just do really stupid things just to save face, and in this, ladies and gentlemen, it probably wasn't worth it. Anyway, that's all going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for part 3, and I cannot wait to talk with you guys again, hopefully when I'm a little bit better, and I'll see all of you guys again next time. Take care, and bye-bye for now.